This is the Situation Room.
It's a few minutes after 9 o'clock. It's 11 minutes after 9 o'clock into the final hour of Kenya's biggest conversation this morning. As we've been tuned in having certain conversations today, we come into the last hour of that. But as you do, I have to remind you that where you want to go this morning is Sarit, your city. You want to take advantage of the great Christmas cheer that is up right now. You get a chance to meet Santa. CT has met him. I tell you, they had a conversation. And then if you're a bit, grumpy over Christmas, you get to meet the Grinch as well. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even think it glows. That's the guy who rides the reindeer, who rides the, what are those things called? Sleigh. Okay, yes, all of this stuff is happening at Sarit, your city, into the festive season. There are very, very great things happening. Enter into a world of dazzling decor and great performances every weekend until the 22nd. You still have a couple of days to enjoy that. And also, Sarit, your city, is hosting Africa's first ever Light the World Giving Machine. It started on the 30th. It goes all the way up until the 15th of January. And you can donate essentials like farm animals, food, and clothing to bring joy to those in need. So shop for the best deals in 12 weeks of a Christmas campaign, and you also get up to 50% on gaming software, television, soundbars, speakers, headphones, all at Anisuma's 12 weeks of shopping. Maximize your experience with your Sarit loyalty app and earn and redeem points, pay for parking, transfer family points, and do all sorts of fantastic stuff with the Maasai Market every Wednesday and the Kids Corner every weekend. It's sarityourcity.com. And if you're not doing stuff in Sarit, your city, and you're trying to find your way to another destination, CT has the way to fly.
Well, fly as much as you might, but flying with the knowledge that you'll be comfortable, flying with the knowledge that you'll be well looked after, flying with the knowledge that your needs will be met, and flying with the knowledge that when you arrive at your destination, you will be fully, completely rested, well fed, and well drunked.
Well, who?
Drunked.
Okay, got it. Do stuff with vocabulary this morning.
Right. Emirates business class. And a class of its own. Taking care of you from the time you determine you want to fly with Emirates. Taking you to your destination, beginning with the airport, in absolute comfort. Flying you in absolute comfort. Meeting your needs as you get to your destination. You really have to look far and wide to find the sort of comfort and the sort of certainty that Emirates business class offers. Comfort, relaxation in the skies. My goodness. There's stuff to dream of.
Wow. There you go. It's got to be business. It's got to be Emirates business class. If you're going to travel, why fly any other way? Indeed. We're getting into a youth conversation and the benefactors of some of these programs that KCB has put into the running. What is this all about? I can't say the word. It gets my tongue in a twist every time.
2jiajiri.
That's it. That's what you said. Go.
Yes.
Why?
Now, over 1 million Kenyans, young people, pretty much enter into the labor market annually without any skills. Now, these KCB sees as a problem and has decided to do what? Now, KCB Foundation established the 2jiajiri program. The program that in 2016 was established to ensure and equip unemployment youth getting out of school, getting out of colleges with skills that they would need to be able to be self-sustaining. Now, since the inception, KCB 2jiajiri program has created 150,000 jobs, trained 35,195 youth, has incubated 10,954 youth, disbursed 267 million shillings loans to support their enterprises, and issued 2,225 startup toolkits and trained 6,535 businesses on financial planning. So KCB tells you, you're out of school, no skill, we will give you that skill. But on top of that, we will give you loans to be able to start your business. And on top of that, we will give you toolkits to make sure that your business actually kicks off. But to get all that information, go to kcbgroup.com. livestream.com/foundation.
Fantastic. And it's no better time than to remind you that you can loop your lifestyle. With Loop, the app, it's not just an app, but it's a lifestyle. Imagine one place where all of your financial needs are met. You can set overdrafts. You can set your credit in, you can pay your bills, you can have direct access to merchants, you can set up standing orders, all of this because you downloaded the Loop app on your Google Play Store, on your Apple App Store. And then, as though it couldn't get any better, there's a Loop Shopping Festival that's taking place at a mall near you. Think of a mall near you. The Loop Shopping Festival is probably taking place there because there are certain outlets where you're getting fantastic discounts, up to 10% cash back because you spent 5,000 shillings or above. And you have an opportunity to then be able to take advantage of these discounts, get some cash back, get into the shopping festival through this festive period because you downloaded the Loop app. I don't even know what you're waiting for. It's not just a lifestyle. Why wait when you can loop it? So we're going to be having a conversation today about one of the gentlemen who entered into the KCB 2jiajiri program. And as we wait for him to get here, we're looking at some of the issues that would affect unemployment in the country. And you ask yourself, okay, so where are we? We have an education system that takes us from point A to point B. We then would expect that you enter into a trade or you get into a job, but we've been unfortunately at a place where sometimes that just does not happen. And there have been people who've been able to step in to say, you know what, how about we give you an opportunity to get the skills that you need to put you into the job market. And we find ourselves asking the question around, would it be absolutely important or necessary to have programs like this on board if the other mechanisms had been put in place to ensure that we didn't have such rife unemployment, such high numbers of people who've not, gotten the skills that they need? Whose responsibility has dropped here?
Unemployment pretty much is a problem, not only in Kenya, but across the world. Sure. But the biggest responsibility in making sure that these job opportunities are here is the government. And you see, every government that comes into place always talks about, we will create 1 million jobs. Question is, how will they? How they manage to do that? What are some of the plans, programs that they have put in place in making sure that these jobs are in place? But most importantly, how will we teach these unemployed young men and women not to eat fish, but to catch fish themselves?
Indeed. And I guess that's the conversation that we'll be having this hour. And our guest is here and seated. Joseph Wainaina Muhia is actually a 2jiajiri program participant, and he's here in the hot seat this morning. Joseph, good morning. How are you doing? Karibu sana.
Sana.
We're glad to have you here. And we're going to be talking about some of the things that you've been involved in over the last period. You'll tell us about that. But let's welcome you to today's show with a proverb from CT. He'll tell us the proverb. You tell us what you think about it and how and what it means to you. Is that all right?
Okay.
All right.
Our proverbs for all of this weekend and tomorrow are from the Republic of Angola. If the pocket is empty, this is the proverb. If the pocket is empty, the judge is deaf.
What do you think about that, Joseph?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Let me repeat the proverb again.
Yes.
If the pocket is empty, the judge is deaf.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think this proverb means?
That proverb means you have to have something for you to work. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yes.
You have to have something for you to work.
Yeah. You cannot work empty-handed. Yeah.
You have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, okay then. Tell us, Joseph, where did you start?
Okay. For me, I started since I joined the KCB Group Foundation. That is back on 2021. I got the scholarship. Then from there, the skills. They took us through the education process. And we learned from there. Now we are in the field work. They give us the knowledge and the skill. They empowered with the skill. Then from there, we're in the field now, hustling. Yeah.
What was the story before KCB 2jiajiri Foundation?
The story before, I was just self-employed, employed in some factories without skills. Then, without skills, you cannot get the payments.
Okay.
They are very low. But the moment you get the skills, you are heading somewhere. With the knowledge, even when you request a job, and they take you as a person who is learned. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a step back, all right?
Yes.
Now, this job that you were doing, when you say you're self-employed, what were you doing?
Just biashara kidogo kwa mtaa.
Okay, hizi ndogo sisi kuna jina.
Gani hizi?
Biashara ina jina. Kama unauza njugu, kibriti, hata kama unauza mende, whatever it is unauza.
Okay.
What were you doing?
Nile tu santa tulisema aje.
No, just
okay.
Describe it. Nilikuwa nafanya hii na hii na hii.
Okay, ile kitu nilikuwa nafanya hiyo wakati ni ile unaenda kwa mjengo. Okay, my interest in the electrical engineering ilianza kwa mjengo. Pale kwa mjengo nikaanza kushika na watu wanafanya kazi ya stima. So they started kunipatia that knowledge.
Pole.
Yeah. Then from there nikapatana na KCB. I used to have the account from KCB. One of the hapo kwa KCB akanielezea, by the way tuko na 2jiajiri, of which hata before nielezea alikuwa anaelezea the students wenye wametoka shule. So mimi nikakuwa that interested, nikamwambia can I join? Kaniambia nitakutuma mahali fulani and you go and apply. And I got that chance. Yeah.
So your interest was electrical engineering.
Yeah.
You wanted to understand how to be an electrician.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, cause pale ukienda pale kama wenye wako learned, ile mshahara anakulipa ile pesa ya mkono. 500
per day.
Yeah.
Essentially ulikuwa mtu wa mkono.
Yeah, mtu wa mkono. I came to realize this guy anachukua contracts.
Yes.
Na these contracts analipo vizuri more than 30,000. But ile kazi anakuharakisha. Kama ni kazi ilikuwa iende 2 weeks, anataka within
2 days.
5 days.
Yes.
It's over. So kuja kumbe this guy they are making a lot.
So you realize that Ujama, he had some skills which you didn't have.
Yeah.
So you decided, okay,
Yeah.
perhaps I need to look for these skills.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the process. When you applied, what happened?
I applied, haikuchukua muda. Within 3 to 4 days, tulikuwa nimeshapigiwa simu, and nikaambiwa you can report to the class and you start your studies.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
And walk us through the studies, how long it took, what exactly you studied.
Okay. The studies didn't take that long. It's a period of 6 months.
6 months, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And what were you studying in order so you can get the skills that you needed?
Yeah.
Okay, I started with the electrical grade 3. Yeah.
You started with electrical?
Grade 3.
Okay.
Grade 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that mean exactly? You know why it's important for us to look at what that is exactly.
Okay.
So we can understand, for example, I did what? Basic wiring. I did advanced wiring. I did, electronics, and then went on beyond that, so that we can see your journey from where it would be that there was no skill to somebody supporting you with some skill, and then you being able to move to the next level, which today gets you where?
Okay. When it comes to the grades, the grade 3 is the one that it's locally. Locally, yani kwenda kwa manyumba unafanya wiring, yani kutembea tu hizi mtaani.
Mtu ako na shida stima kidogo
hizo.
Yes.
Yeah, but si ati ni kidogo usidharau grade 3.
Ni kubwa lakini ni kidogo.
Yeah. Then kuna grade 2, hizo ni mambo na industrial, and grade 1. Grade 1 sasa ni wapata ni engineer huko. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So you started with grade 3.
Yeah.
Na ukamaliza in 6 months.
Kamaliza.
Okay.
Kanda attachment. Kamaliza of which
attachment wapi?
Attachment.
Yes.
Attachment nilienda kwa on load tu kwa ground.
Kwa ground.
Yeah, cause the moment kwa time nilienda hapa Westlands, nikaangalia niko na wako chini.
The knowledge you had, uliona hapa.
Nikaona hapa wako chini, ni ile tu unaambiwa nipatilishie hii. Yaani hataki ufanye wewe mwenyewe kazi, nipatilishie hii. So nikarudi kwa ground, nikatafuta wale watu wenye tulikuwa tunafanya na wao. Nikashikana na wao. Then my father was an engineer. Hata saizi imetua kwa retired. So hata ile mambo ya stima bado ilikuwa tu ndani yangu. Yeah.
So Joseph, I'm hearing you say that you had an opportunity to skills added. You've gone to the field, and you realize that even the places where ulikuenda kupata job, they would not meet the skills that you now had. And that gave you an opportunity to finally get out there as an entrepreneur you are and seek that which you have due to because of the knowledge that you're given by KCB.
Yes.
Yeah. So in terms of now, after you've gone to ground, you're now doing your thing. How has that journey been, and how has the knowledge KCB gave you helped you?
Okay. First of all, I'll thank the KCB group. Since I got that knowledge, nimefika mahali now I'm self-employed.
So now that you're
I can employ 2 people. And we go to work. I pay them. Nabaki na yangu. And life inasonga.
So say when you kuchukua contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
So what do you have now? When you say you're self-employed, what does that mean? What do you have?
Okay. Saizi naezenda niombe mtu kazi, aniitisha makaratasi aniambie, can I have, are you registered? Namtolea the business name, aniambia, can see nimekuwa approve, naweza kupea kazi. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the biggest challenge before. Because the moment nilikuja kurealize these guys how they are taking the jobs, nilianza kwenda kwa ground peke yangu kwenda kutafuta makazi. So nikienda kutafuta kazi najipata sina the certificates, natafuta ule mtu mwenye ako na certificates, niambia kuna kazi mahali, kuja tuende. So napata ndio anachukua ile job, mimi niko chini yake. But since I got the knowledge, I'm the one now taking the jobs. Yeah.
So you can see that because of the skill that you got, and how long was the training?
6 months.
6 months.
It goes for 6 months, then another 3 months you go for attachments.
So over those 9 months, you can see that investing in 9 months of learning and experience, that it would give you an opportunity to now get into a place where you could either work for someone or actually start your own business. Would you imagine that would have happened without those 9 months?
It could not have happened. Okay, from the moment I joined KCB, I started my own business, I registered. Right now, even I own a shop that I'm running. Yeah. That's through the power of KCB.
And what do you do in this shop, if I may ask, Joseph?
Okay, in the shop, I sell electrical things, electronics. We repair steel phones. Yeah.
Did KCB help you with financing to set up the shop?
No. I just grew myself.
You decided that the money that you're making from the work that you are doing, you could now at least set up a shop.
Yeah.
Which means you have a business mind.
Of which even now KCB, they're still planning to fund us.
Yes. Yeah. Because you do have a business mind, because you've understood that apart from simply doing the work, the things that you need to do the work, you can also supply to others.
Yeah.
And how is that business coming along?
My business is not that bad.
Which means it is good. When a Kenyan tells you
It's not that bad.
then they turn their head a little bit. That business is good.
We are surviving.
We are just surviving. We are just surviving.
Yes.
Good.
Let's take a break and then come back and look at some of the opportunities that you can actually see yourself, getting into, Joseph, and that other people can actually take advantage of as well. We're talking with Joseph this morning. He's also, a participant in the KCB Foundation 2jiajiri program, and just looking at his journey and what he's been able to do and what that promise holds for many others in the country today, from some of the problems that are being faced and the opportunities that can be gotten from them. It's 9:30. We continue with this conversation after this break when we take a look at traffic and weather, and we'll be back shortly.
Welcome to iVibe Africa, your best African entertainment platform. Discover exclusive content.
Akili!
And that is the reason why saa zingine hawana kazi. Lakini kazi iko.
Kazi ziko.
Okay. Let me ask now, when you set up your company, you say wewe umejiajiri na umeajiri watu wawili.
Yeah. But hawa watu wawili naendanga na wao ile time ya kazi imepatikana.
Yes, ni sawa.
Yeah.
Ni sawa. Now, ukipiga turubini mbele, ile picture, what would you like to see this company become?
Okay. Kwangu ni ile nataka ni in 2 years to come. Nataka nikuwe nimesonga mahali with more people employed. Yeah.
Yes.
You also mentioned...
And still, okay, mambo na kuimport vitu. I'm still in planning on that. Of which I'm planning even to brand my items, which I'll be bringing into Kenya. I've been communicating with the Chinese about the cables, about the branding, and bado capital inahitajika sasa.
And this is where KCB will come in.
Yes.
Because you're saying essentially you want your work to be, ikiwa unafanya kazi mzuri nataka nijulikane ni wewe ndiye umefanya hiyo kazi.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have products, unajua hii sasa hii ni ya Joseph.
Yes.
Sio mtu mwingine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Joseph, earlier you said you're looking at KCB funding your business in the near future. How is that process going with you accessing these financial services from KCB?
Okay, they first told us you need to have a business to access those loans.
Which you already have.
You already have. Then from there, the business must be registered. They assisted us to register our businesses, of which my business it goes by the name Insta Electricals and Electronics. Yeah. So we are still waiting that process to go on the funds.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's interesting. I just thought about it, that when we're thinking about the foundation program, we're thinking about just skills training for you, and then you do an attachment and that's it. But just from what you're saying, then you're also involved in other things. You start the business, you have to go through the process of registering the business, you have to go through the process of understanding what it needs to have a license and how to go about it, how to operate within community. So am I right to say that it's giving you it's broader experience, not just learning a skill and starting a business, but how to operate within business on the ground.
Okay, what I can say, the KCB officials, when you have an issue, you contact them. They are there for us. They help us. Okay, unataka hivi, okay, kuja kwa ofisi. Unaweza fanya hivi, uende mbele. They are normally there, those guys, and I congratulate them. They have wamenishika mkono nifike penye niko kwa sasa. Yes.
You know, one of the things that is difficult about employing yourself or being self-employed is how it is you sustain it. Because right now there's work, as you say, kuna kazi. Now, what happens to you kazi ikipungua na hakuna kazi?
No, kazi ikipunguka, duka iko pale. Narudi pande ya duka.
Unarudi pande wa duka.
Na balance maisha.
Una balance maisha na hiyo duka.
Na hiyo duka.
There are many other people who would imagine that they could get into the same kind of program that you did. People who are thinking, okay, maybe it's not for me. Do I have to go sit in class? What did you do? Did you sit in class for 6 months? Were you going onto the field? Or depending on which skill you wanted, which area you wanted to go into, how did it actually work for you? And so, okay, people say, I don't have time to sit in a class every day, morning till evening. I don't have time for that. I need something that's going to give me something to eat today. But what was that experience like for you that you could then use to advise others?
Okay. Let me go back shortly to give a story. It is that during the COVID, there is a friend of mine who connected me to in a company job. That is 2020. So I used to work there in a factory. Na bado nafanya kazi za huko nje na hustle. During the daytime because nilikuwa day and night shift. The time shift zangu venye ziko. So the moment nilikuja nilipata interest ya KCB. Vetu nilipata that chance, sikuachilia ile kazi ya muhindi. Niliendelea kwa kazi. So nilienda nikaomba ruhusa, nikaomba mniweza niepea kazi ya usiku. Niweza kusoma. Na I got that chance. But early this year, last year December, nikajitamkuta nikajiuliza, naona watu wenyewe wame impact kwa biashara, they are going well. So mimi nikaamua wacha tu nitoke tu. Let me risk now. Nikaamua tu nikatoka nikaanza kurisk. From January I've been on my own. Even the guys when you're employed hapo kwa factory yenye tu, the friends that I have from there, wananiambianga wewe ni kama wewe mkono yako ilikuwa kwa biashara. Ulikuwa unalalia masikio hapa ndani.
You know, one of the things about being employed that sometimes is probably not stated, even as you work, you are actually learning to do something you didn't know how to do before. And because kuna manager na watu ambao wanakuangalia, we're just watching what they do na vile wana handle wafanyikazi. You pia ni training kwako because you're watching. And you will learn things you want to do and things you don't want to do in the way they're managing the people. Now, you said that there was this trade grade. Unasema kuna ile ya 3, ndio? Kuna ya pili. Do you have any plans of getting the second and even the first one?
That's what I'm planning now, the grade 2.
Unataka kwenda kwa grade 2?
Nataka kwanza ni settle mambo zangu.
Hii hapa mahali huko.
Hii hapa niko.
Uwe stable, yes.
Yeah, then I go for the grade 2.
Now you want to go for the grade 2.
Yeah.
Now, what will the grade 2 give you that the grade 3 doesn't give you now?
The grade 2 inakuempower mambo na industry. Yeah.
What does that mean? Inamaanisha nini?
Yeah, okay, the industry, the machines. Yeah.
So the things you're able to do are now on a much bigger scale.
Yeah, much bigger scale.
And then let me just acha nikupeleke nyuma kidogo. There's this time when ulikuwa unaenda class na uko job. So that means you adjusted your schedules to fit into the KCB program. KCB program, it's only, can you also talk to KCB to accommodate maybe later in the day or early in the morning? Is it flexible?
How?
Ukitaka kuingia class, unaweza ingia asubuhi ama after depending na schedule yako.
Okay. Just at the moment KCB alichukua, walituachilia kwa shule. At KCT. Easily. So ulikuwa napangana na mwalimu and the classes. Kama classes ni asubuhi, nilikuwa na make sure by 8 nikitoka job. By 9 nishafika. So nilikuwa naingia job jioni, natoka nikiwa prepared na bag na vitabu shule. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you stayed in school. There was nothing else you were doing during that 6 months. Or was there something else you were doing? Because you want to ask the question. Because like I said, I'm just going back to that place where people will say, okay, you know what? I want to do this, but I also want to be able to do something at the same time so that I can eat. Right?
Yeah.
So how did you do it? What did you do at the time? How did you get the support that you needed even while you were going to class every day for 6 months?
Okay. Hapa nilikuwa natoka job.
So you were working somewhere?
I was working somewhere. Natoka job naingia class. Hata kama ilikuwa sometime nasikia nikiwa
choka
usingizi nini najikaza. Yeah. But the good thing ni ati kwa job ulikuwa unaingia 16 hours. Unaingia 4, unatoka asubuhi 8. Then hiyo siku nyingine una relax unaingia the next day.
Okay.
In a week, we are working for almost 3 days. Yeah.
Okay. How do you think that people, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just young people, but how do you think people now, we're looking at Kenya, can actually benefit from this and then do something with their lives that maybe, you know, they would not have been able to do otherwise?
Okay. KCB naweza sema they not support. Alisema tunachukuanga watu wametoka shule, the guys from school. They educate people to that 5 years below. Hata time tulikuwa hapo shule ulikuwa unapata kuna wamama, kuna wababa wamekuja kupata skills. Nao ndio sasa walikuwa watu encourage. Anakupatia motisha, unajiuliza sasa kama huyu ni mbaba amekuwa kwa darasa, huyu ni mama kwa darasa.
Mbona nisikue kwa darasa?
Mbona nisikue hapo? That means mama ama mbaba hakuna mahali kuna kitu ameona. Na ndio maana anakimbishana nayo juu alichelewa. So ilikuwa alikuwa tupatia motisha.
You know, it's very interesting to say that the variety of people ambao walikuwa pale, some were older than you.
Yeah.
And they were both men and they were both women.
Yeah.
Now, were there people younger than you in that program?
Yeah, we had.
You had.
Okay, that time was 30 years. That 29 to 30 years. Kuna watu walikuwa ni 18. Ndio wametoka. Yeah. So wao ndio walikuwa napata hata class anakosa hivyo. Kuzajui hata ulikuwa napata anakuja na kuuliza hii inafanywa aje, na mlikuwa naye kwa class mkifanya. Of which the teacher was more happy of me because alikuwa anatumia, tulikuwa 2 guys in our class, watu wenye walikuwa wana knowledge. Anakuambia chukua hii group and then neo pale mahali fulani uonyesha 1 2 3.
So the interest ambao ulikuwa nayo when you used to go to the mjengo, that interest ilikupatia knowledge.
Yeah.
Because ulikuwa ukifanya, sio ati ulikuwa na una class ini. Class ulikuweko, lakini ni class, real class ambao unafanya vitu.
Na hata nisema pale kwa darasa, nikiangalia ni kama ni karatasi nilikuwa nimeenda kutafuta.
Yeah, because
hiyo certificate.
Ile ujuzi ulikuwa nayo tayari.
Ujuzi niko nayo tayari.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sasa unaona umuhimu wa karatasi. Kwa sababu ukiwa na karatasi na huna ujuzi uko na shida.
Uko na shida.
Na watu wengi wanaanza na karatasi ndio watafute ujuzi. Wewe ulianza na ujuzi. Yeah. Sasa baada ya kuwa na ujuzi ndio katafuta karatasi. Yes.
Now, which even I have a guy. Ameenda mpaka university. Alikuja akaniomba kazi. But knowledge ya field work hana.
Lakini wewe ulikuwa nayo.
Mimi yangu ni grade 3. Yake ni ya university. But ile practically pale kwa ground.
Yes.
Hana.
Kujua hii why inaenda left na hii inaenda nyuma na hii inaenda
even the piping. Anakuambia John mambo na pipes.
Lakini theory yako anayo kwa kichwa. Lakini hajaiona na macho.
Hajui.
Hebu nikuulize. Ukiangalia mahali ulianza. Ukitaka kushauri mtu ambaye anataka kufanya kazi kama ya electrical, ungewashauri waende klasi kwanza ama waanze vile ulianza practical? Unaenda kwa field, unaenda kwa mjengo, unajifundisha, then you go to class.
Electrical nimekuja clearize. No hizi polytechnics.
Yes.
Usizidharau.
Ni muhimu kabisa.
Ni muhimu kabisa.
Yes.
Hapo anakuonyesha from ground mkipanda. But unapata hizi unafanya mtu amena diploma, ni makaratasi tu. Ile ground yenyewe hana experience yenyewe hana. But pale kwa polytechnic unapata mwalimu anajitolea anaenda kutafuta ma buildings huko nje. Ana organize a group. Nataka muende hapo kwa ground. Muone nini nafanyikanga. Unajua the moment the structure inajengwa, piping inakuanga hapo, kazi electric inaanza hapo. So mnaona hizi pipes zinapitia hivi, inakunjwa hivi, hii ni socket inaiko hapa. Hii ni switch. Unakuwa na that knowledge. Unaenda ukienda.
Unaiona kila siku.
Unaiona kila siku.
Yes.
So unajua ukipewa nyumba, unajua penye unaanzia mpaka imalizie.
So Joseph, sai kuna ule mwenye anakusikiza sai wants to get to where you are. Anataka kufikia KCB Foundation. Anaanzia wapi?
Okay, kufikia KCB Foundation it's very easy. Unaingia kwa website zao ama unatembelea bank. Wanakuwa na ile they advertise yearly. The courses they have. Okay, wanaweza kuwa wamechagua shule ziko within, if you are capable to move to another location kwenye unaona ile course unataka, unaweza move. But kama iko karibu na wewe, una stick penye huko. But nile na wewe unapiga magoti unaambia Mungu nahitaji course.
I want this one.
I know my parents are not capable. Mungu nishikilie. Walk with me. Tembea na mimi mpaka nihakishe nikienda pale kwa interview neema yako inionekanie.
Because it's competitive.
Yeah, cause watu ni wengi. Watu jitokeza. Mbona najiulizanga watu wote. Shatoboa. Yeah. Na unapatanga mnaweza kutokea watu kitu 800. Pata watu 200 ndio wamechukuliwa. Yeah. Yeah. Of which they offer not electrical alone.
Yes.
They offer mambo na beauty, mambo na plumbing. Yeah.
Now, the study that you did, mlienda to a polytechnic.
Yes.
So kuna shule fulani na the KCB Foundation wamejiunga nayo kufanya hii kazi.
Yes.
Okay. Ndio ukasema hizi polytechnics unaona, you must take them seriously.
Yeah.
There are many young people out here ambao hawana interest na hizi kazi za mkono. Ukipewa nafasi waeleze umuhimu wa kazi ya mkono, ungesema nini?
Ile kitu naweza sema ni ati ukiwa na kosi ya mkono ni muhimu sana. Unaweza ishi kwa mahali kama mimi nilikuwa nimesema nilikuwa employed. Employed unajua naishi pale kutumika. Na umefungwa macho. huonangi mbele.
Unangojea hiyo pesa.
Na ukiomba ruhusa ukisema unataka kwenda mahali, wanaona huyo mtu ni kama hii mshahara ni mtoshi. Hii ni ujanja ako nayo. Mimi pia nilikuwa naishi kuomba ruhusa. But walikuwa wanajonga niko na interest na stima na nini. Walikuwa wanajua mimi ni mtu wa stima. But nikiomba ruhusa pale, walikuwa wanajua huyu mtu kuna kazi anataka kwenda mahali nje. Kuna contract mahali. So mimi nazaambia mtu mwenye ako huko nje. Toka, jitume. Enda class. Tafuta kama ni polytechnic. Soma haso. At the end kuna matunda.
Lakini si lazima mtu atafute ile kosa ambayo inapendeza yeye. Anaona angependa kufanya. Yes. So ukienda ukisoma hiyo sasa hata kujibidisha inakuwa rahisi. Kwa sababu ni kitu unapenda kama wewe. It is clear.
Interesting.
Kwa mjengo ungekuwa mason. Ungekuwa carpenter. Kuna vitu vingi ungefanya pale.
Kama ningeendelea kwa mjengo hata sasa ningekuwa fundi.
Oh really?
Ningekuwa fundi wa meko kwa mjengo nayo. Huwezi ishi pale kwa mtu wa mkono.
Yes.
Unaendanga ukiadvance. Hata utapatanga wenzako anakuambia wewe. Tutembee pamoja bana. Mafundi anakuambia tutembee pamoja.
Yes.
Tunaona tunakuacha nyuma bana, unaishi kwa mtu wa mkono saa zote.
Twende.
To join.
Yes. So na wa join.
Unajua bado pale ndio wa join.
Yes.
Lazima utoe kitu. Ndio kupatia that Lawrence. Lazima unasikia kuambia. Na ujue unanunua lunch.
Ni juu yako leo.
Unanunua lunch. Kama jioni unapata amekupitisha kabeza na kuambia. Na wewe ndio unasimama na hii bill.
So, see, you don't have to do something that you don't want to do because it's being offered. You're not forced. It is where your interest is that you get into the program, right? So where sometimes you say, well, just take this course because it's there. No, it's a course you take because you have interest in it and you want to do something with it in the future, right?
Okay, pale KCB, kwanza mimi mara kwanza nikijoin, the course nilipatiwa plumbing. Niliingia pale nikajiuliza sasa plumbing. Na nataka electrical.
Utafanyaje sasa?
Nitapelekana. The first 1 month nilisoma plumbing. Mambo plumbing naelewa kidogo. Nikakaa pale nikaenda KCB nikarudi. Nikamwambia, yes mninishika mkono lakini course ambayo mninipea plumbing
sile na
haiko kwa damu.
Yes.
Wakaniambia sasa tutaconfirm rudi shule. Uongee na mwalimu usikie kama atakubadilishia. Nikaenda nikakuta mwalimu electrical. Alinipatia tu interview moja. Nataka kufanya hivi na hivi na hivi. I did. Akaniambia acha ta communicate na ofisi kuja pande electrical. Akaniambia hata zile vitu unafanya hapa si za mtu wa grade hata even grade 3. Ni grade 2. Nita communicate kuja pande yangu. Na aka communicate na nikakuwa transferred.
Okay. So there's still a way for you to work out what it is that you're looking for, even when you know the skills that you have.
Yeah, but remember there's something underlying what Joseph is talking about here. Everything about Joseph, he was able to do it. The guy said, okay, kuna shida. Let me do the talking for you. But the initiative came from him. It is him. Every stage, he made a decision, he moved to the decision. He made a decision, he moved to the decision. Yes.
Which speaks to the fact that we have 1 million plus who get out of schools and no skills and everything.
Every year.
For them to be able to get such initiatives, it must come from them. They must want it. They must go to KCB.
You must want it badly.
Badly.
Yes, not just want it. You must want it badly. So that your focus is on how do I ensure that I actually get this, because the opportunity exists. And you're not the only one who's going to be looking for that opportunity. You'll be competing with other people.
Then another thing.
Yes.
So mimi nimesaidika na KCB.
Yes.
Unajua wewe saidika ukose kuambia mwenzako mwingine umemaliza na shule. Unawaambia. But unapata na unamwambia na unamwambia usijali. Kuna some pesa kidogo tulikuwa tunapewa. So unapata mwingine pale akienda akipata ile pesa. Masomo imeishia hapo.
Amefika.
Kwanza mtu ametoka na shule. Aende apate hiyo 10k.
Yes.
Ai. Hiyo shule utamuona tena.
He's done.
Akomeshamaliza.
Yako sawa.
Wengi baadhi tulianza tukiwa wengi. But wengi wenye walipata hiyo pesa wakapotea.
Hiyo pesa ilikuwa ni nini? What was the money for?
Ilikuwa ni kama ka appreciation tu.
Oh, okay.
Kidogo tu ya
grant,
kumotivate.
yeah.
Kumotivate.
Pale shule unataka kula lunch, utafanya nini shida. Sometimes unatumia fare, but ina kumotivate na kuonyesha.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You got a toolkit.
Yeah.
What was in the toolkit and what did that help you do?
Okay, the toolkit it is inclusive for the drill. Yeah. Okay. Naweza sema kitu cha drill, measuring tools. The aprons, boots, helmet. Ni tools zote zinatumika kwa electrical field. We were equipped with.
When you finished the course, sasa?
Yeah. Kila kitu.
Okay.
Yaani unatoka pale unatoka na knowledge, umepatiwa silaha ya kwenda kupigana huko nje. So you are much equipped. Yeah.
Na hiyo yote if kama ungeenda kununua, how much would that equipment cost? Hiyo yote ambayo ulipewa.
Equipment ilikuwa na cost around 20 to 30,000.
So, kwa mtu ambaye anaanza hiyo ni pesa mingi sana.
Pesa mingi.
Yes.
Hata kuna nyao bado waliuza.
Yes. Oh,
Tukiwa tu pale.
Sold the kit.
Unapoona mtu tools, nakwambia leta 10,000. Nikupatie mzigo. Najua unamwambia wewe fanya hivi.
Yes.
Wewe enda tu.
Yes.
Nitakupigia simu ulipoitisha cha kwanza leo nitafute.
Yes.
So, it toolkit yenye ulipewa in terms of starting your hustle, how integral or how important was it?
Okay. Tools zilisaidia ile yenye the moment ulienda kwa field, haujenda kuanza kununua vitu. The moment umeenda kwa client, akiona umekuja na mashini za kazi, unaona mtu amekuwa kwa kazi. Si hata saizi ndo anaanza. Yeah. Ukianza kumwambia ati wacha nenda nikatafute hii, unateka almost 2 hours unaenda kununua plus.
Yeah.
Anaona huyo mtu kweli. Unakuja kwanza unajua client anakuanga fani sana akiona hizi vitu za kazi ni mpya. Huyo mtu ana experience.
Yeah.
Yaani mgeni ni vitu ananunua saa hizi.
Yeah.
But tools zilisaidia sana. Yeah.
The future is looking bright, Joseph. What do you think?
Yeah.
And you can, all of this goes to now that skills training that you were given and an opportunity for you to then at least, start something.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, it's great. Joseph Muhia is a participant in the KCB Foundation 2jiajiri program, and he's just giving us his experience and what that meant, and also the opportunities that lie for the 1 million people in Kenya today who need, an opportunity, and just showing you, look, it makes sense. Thank you for being here this morning and, walking us through that journey. And definitely, as you go into the future, getting that engineering 2-1, we wish you all the best. Asante sana.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It is now 10 a.m. We talk again tomorrow, God willing. Good morning.